Hi guys, it's Ashley and I'm back this week with a new process video for Hip Kit Club using one of the monthly cut files, and this is the In the Stars cut file. It kind of goes with some of the constellation pattern in the Shamil collection that's included in the kits this month. So you can see I already have it cut, and I cut it from white cardstock that's included in the cardstock add-on. And I'm adding my photo over it because I'm going to pop this up. So I'm just going to add pop dots here all the way around. I'm just popping it up on the stars, and I wanted my photo there because I'm not going to put pattern paper behind the stars and heart. I'm going to actually put the butterflies inside those. So I needed the photo there first to add those pop dots to, so I could get that height on the cut file. And I'm using one of the background papers designed by Kim Watson. And also, this is based on our April mood board, which you'll see here at the end of the video. You can head over to the Hip Kit Club member forum on Facebook. We have challenges going on for that right now if you want to come play along. So I was kind of inspired by the colors and then also the butterflies. That is one of the graphics on the mood board for this month. So you can see here what I'm doing is just fussy cutting some of the butterflies from that crepe paper sheet. It's included in the main kit and also in the paper add-on kit. And what I'm doing is just placing those inside those spaces on the heart. And so I'm just going to do a couple here for you, and you can see I've got a little stack there to the right side of all the butterflies that I'm going to cut out. And I'm just going to keep adding those into those spaces of the string art look that is cut from the In the Stars heart. So now you can see I've got all those completed. I have a few spaces where I didn't add anything, and I'm going to go back and put some more embellishments in those spaces. But right now I am adding my title with the Ellie's Studio letter stickers. I liked the graphic look of the black, and I wanted to use that over my photo because everything that I'm doing is kind of inside that heart shape. So I knew that the black small letters would go well over the photo and really stand out. And don't spell your words backwards when you're working backwards like I did. I got my O and my U backwards there, so I had to flip those really quick. But those stick really well, but they come off really well too if you need them to. So you can pull it up pretty easily. So I'm just going to finish up here. What If You Fly is the title. So I'm just adding that across the white space in the photo there. And I'm kind of offsetting the letters. I didn't want to try to line everything up exactly and have it straight. So that's a good tip. If you have trouble lining up letters and words in a straight line like I do, just kind of intentionally offset them. And so it gives it kind of a quirky look, but like you intended it to be that way. So it just kind of makes it a little bit easier to get your title on instead of stressing about whether everything is straight or not. So I'm almost finished up with that. Just got a couple of those other letters, and you can see I have another little pile there to the left. And those are some of the embellishments that I'm going to use that are included in the April embellishment pack and the main kit and the Project Life kit. I just kind of have a mix of things. These are some of the wood veneers from the Simple Stories pack, and so I'm just adding some of those little hearts into some of those other spaces there inside the larger heart shape. I just like that different mix of the textures, and I wanted to fill in some more of those spaces because I wanted a lot of stuff on this. I just kind of wanted it all contained inside the heart shape. So I just found the little spaces that would kind of match and be perfect to put those wood veneers. And I had the butterfly, but since I only had the one in the wood veneer, I thought it would be kind of odd and couldn't really find a place for it by itself. So I decided to leave that off and not add it. And these are some of the little Shamil stickers. This one was giving me fits because I couldn't get it in the exact spot that I want it. So you'll see that I pull it up a few times here to get it lined up. I wanted part of it to overlap the photo, so I had to keep moving it further out to get it to go on that outside edge. So yay, I finally got it where I wanted it. And this is just the little Shamil paper clips. I wanted that to also go over the photo. I like photos that have white space because you can use that space for adding embellishments or your title and things like that, especially if you don't want it like huge or all over your page or taking up space on your page. And then these are some of the flare buttons that are in the April kit. This one says, oh yeah, I think, or heck yeah, I think it says, oh yeah. And I put that on upside down, so I had to flip it. I was having problems with this one for some reason. So I like all the yellow. I used a lot of yellow, as you can see. And that background paper kind of matches one of the patterns that we have on the mood board for this month. So I just kind of I like yellow. Yellow is my favorite color. So this layout was kind of right up my alley with all of the yellow. So the yellow on the butterflies, the yellow polka dots, the yellow flare button, and some yellow stickers. So I got my fill of yellow on this layout. And I had one more of those little My Mind's Eye wood veneer hearts, and so I put that there, and it kind of gave me fits too. It didn't want to go on the correct way, so I fiddle with it a little bit more later just to get it in the right spot. And then I wanted the the stars. I'm sorry, I wanted the stars to stand out a little more on that outside edge. So I'm using these enamel dots from My Mind's Eye to place in the center of those. And I just used the teal colored and the gold. So I'm just going to finish up putting those around. And like I said, if you want to join in the challenge for using our mood board for this week, go ahead and visit the Hip Kit Club member forum on Facebook, and you can play along with that until Thursday. And you can see my finished layout and close-ups here at the end. And I will see you next week for a new video. Thanks for joining me.